Prophet Adam and his son Seth, there lived a man unlike many others of his time. His name was Idris alayhi wasalam. He was a man chosen by Allah, gifted with deep wisdom and filled with light in his heart. People do not just see Idris as an ordinary man. When he spoke, they felt as though his words came from a place of knowledge far beyond their understanding. When he worshipped, they could sense his sincerity. When he taught, they knew they were learning something sacred. Allah had chosen Idris as a prophet. In a world still young, where humanity was slowly growing and developing, Idris carried a heavy responsibility. He walked among his people, reminding them of Allah, calling them to righteousness and warning them against disobedience. Some listened, their hearts softened at his words. Others turned away to absorb their own desires. But Idris never gave up. He spent his days teaching, guiding, and worshiping. He would stand in prayer for long hours, his heart fully devout to his Creator. It is said that he loved knowledge deeply, not for pride, but because he saw learning as a way to understand the greatness of Allah. With Allah's blessing, Idris alayhi wasalam taught people things they had never known before. He showed them how to write with the pen so that knowledge could be preserved. He taught people how to sew and to put clothes together so they can live in a better life. He observed the heavens, marveling at the order of the stars, seeing them as signs of Allah's perfect creation. Because of this, people began to see that faith and knowledge could walk together. Yet despite his wisdom and influence, Idris alayhi wasalam remained humble. He knew all the gifts that he had came from Allah alone. One of the most mysterious and powerful parts of Idris alayhi wasalam's story is found in a single verse, in Surah Maryam chapter 19, verse number 57. And we raised him to a high station. What does that mean? Scholars explain that Allah elevated Idris alayhi wasalam both in rank and in place. According to some religious traditions, the angel carried Idris and they ascended to the heavens. They were ascending through the layers of the sky until they went into the fourth heaven. From there, they met the angel of death. The angel of death told the angel that was carrying Idris alayhi wasalam that Allah had commanded him to take the soul of Idris in the fourth heaven, and from there his soul was taken from a high station. But ultimately, Allah knows best whether this story is true or not. Idris alayhi wasalam was honored in the heavens, and centuries later, during the night of Isra wal Miraj, when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam ascended through the heavens, he met Idris in the fourth heaven. Imagine that moment, two prophets separated by thousands of years, meeting in the heavens. Idris greeted him with peace and welcomed him as a righteous brother and prophet. What an honor. The story of Prophet Idris alayhi wasalam is not filled with dramatic battles or massive nations. It is not a story of floods or fire. It is a story of elevation. A man who had knowledge with humility, leadership with worship, intelligence with sincerity, and patience with courage. He lived quietly, he taught faithfully, he worshipped sincerely, and Allah raised him, not because of power, not because of wealth, but because of truth and patience.